Hello my dear students, welcome back to my class. In the series of learning programming in C, in the previous video we discussed about R plus mode and W plus mode. Well, in today's video we will discuss about A plus mode, that is append. So what is this append plus? So let us discuss about that in detail with program and execution. So those who are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification of all the new videos. Watch the video till the end. Do not skip the video. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and share the video to all your friends. So what is this A plus mode? So when I say A plus mode, A says append. So you can read the data from the file as well as append the data to the file. Appending in the sense adding the data at the end of the file. And when I say read, it always reads from the first location, from the first pointer. In the sense, in the file, if you have the data, it starts reading from the first till it reaches end of file. And when I say append, it is going to append the data from the end of the file. So let us understand this with an example program. So here we have a program, and as usual we have the file pointer, that is pointer FP, initially pointing to null. So now if the pointer is pointing to null, it indicates that it is not pointing to any file. So by default, initially let me say it is pointing to null. Then we have the character array str, then I say fp equal to fopen f9.txt. We are trying to open f9.txt. So when I say I am appending the data, obviously that f9 should be the existing file. So if the file exists, the contents that what we have in the file will not be erased. The contents will not be erased. That is, previous content will not be erased. Okay. So when I say appending means already the file exists. So existing file I am trying to open and add new data. So if the existing file is getting opened, the previous content that what we have in the file will not be erased. So it will not be erased. So now I have f9.txt. Let me say if f9.txt is existing file. If it is not existing, then it will have null. Then I should check if it is equal to null, then I should get a message unable to open. If not, if the file exists, f9.txt exists. Let us assume that the file is existing. Then the address of that will be held in FP, and I am trying to open that in A plus mode. That is, you can read as well as write from the end of the file. Now, is FP equal to null? No. FP is a pointer which is pointing to the location of this. This is a 200. This is what 200. It is pointing to the location of this file. Is it equal to null? No. It is pointing to the location of the file F9. Now, condition not satisfied. So this block will not be executed. Control to this point. I say F put is. So initially what I'll do, I'll try to put some content. Appendments, let me do the appending task first. Then we'll do the reading task. So let me append the data first. So let me comment all the remaining things. Reading part, and I'm writing extra content also. Let me comment this. Okay. Append mode, read the data, append the data, and contents will not be erased. Now, F put as some content to the file pointed to by the file pointer FP. So what is the new content? Dedicated and intelligent. And trying to store that to the file pointed to by file pointer FP. So F put this string to the file pointed to by FP. So FP is pointing to 200. So this content will be added here. So it is dedicated and intelligent. Well, it will be added to the same line. Well, I don't have space. I am writing here. So this content will be added, appended to the end of the file. So this whole content sequence of character will be added. The complete content of reading the data from the file and writing new data is commented here. Then finally close the file pointer. So after you close the file pointer, the program ends here. Then I need to execute this. So when I execute this, in the output screen, I am not going to get any data because I am not printing anything here. I am just writing the data, appending the data to the file F9. Output of this will be nothing, but when you go to the F9 file, you can see these content that is dedicated and intelligent, the new content which is appended to the file F9 from the end of the file. So this is what we did with append task. But what if I read the data? So now what I'll do, I have already appended this data. Let me comment this now. So what I'll do, I'll comment this data. This F put is I'm going to comment and I'll remove this comment. So now I'm trying to read the data. So reading the data as usual with while loop and fgetters. So I said not of file, end of file of the file pointer. If it is not pointing to end of file, then get that sequence to the character array str maximum of 199 characters from the file pointed to by the file pointer fp. So from the file pointed to by the file pointer, I am getting the data, I am storing it in str. Then I am printing that data. So in the output screen, I will be getting the message data from file colon. You get the data in the same line, but let me write it here. Percentages, print the data. So in the array str, I am going to store that sequence of data. So it is the complete data from F9, that is Varun, then business tycoon. It gets continued there. I'll write in the next line. Dedicated and intelligent. Okay, so this is what the content, that what I get in the console output. So I'm trying to read the data. So this is what the reading process I'm doing. Open the file as usual. Then A plus, right? A plus says you can read the data. The first task that what I did was append data. Appending the data I did. Now I am reading the data. So I am doing the reading task also. Then what happens here, just observe. All these content will be displayed on the output screen. Added to this, one more statement also gets executed, which is fput is I am trying to put a new data that is talented and successful. Even that data is appended here to the file pointed to by file pointer. So it is, what's the content there? Content there, it is talented. Well, everything will be displayed in one single line. Well, I don't have space there, so I am writing it in the next line. So it is talented and successful. Now, what happens when I execute this program? I am going to read the data, I am going to get this output from the file. Then I am going to append this data from the end of the file, talented and successful. But this data I am not going to get. I am fetching the data from the first pointer up to here, intelligent. That's it. Then later I add this. For the output you get only this much. But when you go to the file F9, you get this complete data. Varun, business tycoon, dedicated and intelligent, then talented and successful. Because this is what I wrote after fetching the data. So here you can just say with A plus and reading as well as appending. So this is how we use A plus mode. So let us see this with execution. So we go with the complete program to understand this A plus mode. So as usual, we have the file pointer fp pointing to null initially. We have the character array str. We're trying to open the file f9.txt in A plus mode. So initially we need to check the value for fp, that is, if fp equals to null, then I should get a message unable to open the file. If not, the control here, what we are trying to do, we are trying to put the data to the file. So appending means we are trying to add the data at the end of the file. So let us check what we have in F9. So here we are opening the file in A plus mode, means this content should be added at the end. So check the file f9.txt. Let me erase these content here. So this is what the content we have. Save this. Come back to A plus. So in the file f9.txt we have this content, Varun Business Tycoon. So open the file A plus. Now save this program. So we are trying to write the data. So A plus says you can read the data and you can append the data. Appending the sense from the end it starts writing this content. So now run the program. So we don't get any output for this actually. So we have to go to the file F9 and check whether these contents have been written, appended or not. So go to the file F9, look at here. So the content dedicated and intelligent has been appended here. So now what we'll do, we will try to comment this. So these data I have written. Now let me try to extract the data from the file and let me write a new data to the file also. So when I say it is A plus mode, I can also read the data. So let us read the data now, and after reading, what we'll do, we'll once again put in new data. So it is again appending. So this content has to be appended to the file. Whatever content we have in the file, that has to be displayed first. We need to read and display. So as usual, we have the while loop. So we all know how this while loop is going to work. We have seen in the previous session. So it is not a file, end of file of the file pointer. Then I should get the data to the str, that is character array, and I need to print that data. So that is what we need to do, and then we need to put the data to the file. So let us check once again that what we have in F9. So this is what the complete content, Varun Business Tycoon, dedicated and intelligent. Now let me save this program. So I am fetching the data, means I am reading the data. A plus will also append and read. So I need to read the data from the file with fgetS. Then I have to print that to the console. Then finally I need to put a new data also, append a new data to the file. So run this program. Look at here. So what is that content? Varun Business Tycoon, dedicated and intelligent we have got. But this content will be appended to the file. So let us go to the file F9 and check. So f9.txt, look at here, Varun Business Tycoon, dedicated and intelligent, talented and successful. So it has been appended from the end. So this is how the A plus mode is going to work. It helps to read the data. So through while loop I am reading the data. I'm using fgetS to get the data from the file, as well as I'm using fputS to write the data from the end of the file. So this is how, see, look at here, F9, the complete data has been appended. So this is how A plus mode is going to work. That's all for today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.